What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to be unboxing the Magnificent Mecha Leader Purple version, or their version of a Shattered Glass Optimus Prime. So this was sent to me by Dr. Diecast. He's a big Shattered Glass freak and he buys all these things. So I actually wanted to look at this figure for a while now, so it's nice to be able to take a look. This actually transforms despite how crazy detailed it looks. But here's the outside of the box. It did obviously get the original, non-Shattered Glass version first, so this came over later. In the back you got an image of the alt mode, which is gorgeous. That looks really cool. It even has the little Shattered Glass window there. Spoiler alert. Get the QR code to scan for, I believe, the instructions. And that's about it. It looks like it has a slip cover. Let's see. Yeah, it does have a display, which is interesting. They're kind of emulating 3.0 here, but you can see the figure and the hands there, alternate hands. And then there's another image here. It's got stand and all his accessories. So let's get it open. Oh, I did notice they blurred out the face with this little light thing. I don't know, I guess they're worried. Doesn't matter at this point. I mean, you can obviously tell it's Optimus Prime. Alright, so here's how it comes. You get, looks like 2 trays. Let's take a look at the bottom one first. Big instruction book. And I think this came out a while ago, so I'll probably be able to find a video. A lot of times I look at these things and there's no video, so I got to figure it out myself. Looks like it has a steel frame, or sorry, a die-cast frame. Here's instructions. I have to imagine this is complicated, but there's all the accessories, the stand, the alternate smokestacks, alternate windows, how to light it up. Hopefully I have AG13s, we'll see. And there's the back. Let's open this up. And I think he might have opened it up. I don't know if he took it out, but here's the smokestacks. Nicely painted. Kind of a bronzes with a black spray on the top. Looks good. And we have his gun. Again, nice, very similar. Painted very similar to 3.0 with that black, I guess, gunmetal with like a silver wash all throughout. I don't know if this one lights up. I don't think it does. And here's the stand. Wow, this is a very substantial stand. Holy cow, that looks really nice. That's impressive. Wow. It's a metallic chromed paint all throughout. Fingerprint magnet, of course, so just wipe it down, but that looks really good. Does it open up? I have to imagine this opens up and you can store the weapons in it. That's very cool. Alright, let's take a look at this one. I will say it's very nicely packaged. The way they've packaged it, it's nice, thick, sturdy plastic. It doesn't feel, it feels like 3.0 essentially. Here's some alternate hands, outreaching hands. We have the trigger figure hands. I'm surprised, I thought they would have articulated hands, but I guess not. Pointing hands with the 2 fingers. Again, very similar to 3.0. These, by the way, are painted with a wash on them, silver wash. And let's take the figure out of here. I don't know why the head is separate, so that's interesting. Oh, okay. It's taped onto the bottom. So here's his head. Need that for putting it together. It is dead eyes. They're purple, but obviously they light up, so we'll have to get the batteries in there. And then here's the windows, which I guess you have to install yourself. It's a little strange to me, but let's get this out. So let's see, glue is not allowed, so don't glue the parts, I guess. It must be press fit. Oh, I guess you can choose whether you want the shattered or the regular glass. So you get basically 3 pieces. You can have a shattered piece or 2 regular pieces. And then there's an arrow. I don't know what direction it's pointing, but okay. So we'll get those installed too. And then you get alternate smokestacks. So if you want like these curved ones, you can do that. It's interesting. I wonder why they packed these separately. Same thing. It's got kind of a chromish paint on it with a black wash on the top or spray. The paint on this is outstanding. I guess what's really surprising to me is how dang good this looks, and it transforms. So it's another one of those things where they've taken an existing design. We saw the Flames toys, they did that, and now we're seeing it with this figure, where they're taking an existing action figure design from almost 3.0-ish and then making it transform, which is very, very impressive. Here's the head. Let's get that on there. It's just a ball peg. And yeah, man, this looks really, really good. Kind of looks naked without the windows, so let's get those in there. Oh, looks like these move out of the way. I'd be careful. Those feel very delicate. And I'm definitely putting the shattered glass window in there because it's kind of silly not to have shattered glass. So it had a seal on one side but not on the other, so just be aware of that. And I believe it goes like this in here. Alright, there you go. That fits pretty nicely. And then we get that plugged back in and then bring the delicate windshield wiper back up. And we'll do the same on this side. And this side we'll just get a regular one. Don't think there's any difference here. So just pick either one. And this one also has the little cover, so just take that off. There's an arrow there, so I'm guessing this is the top. That's what the arrow is pointing to. His arrow is pointing to the top. Alright, there you go. We've got him squared away. Something's crooked here. I want to fix this. These hip skirts already look annoying. But they're not falling off, so that's good news. Alright, so now that we've got it together, first impressions, I really like this. This looks really good. Let's do a little bit of articulation on him to see how it feels. The head is on a ball joint, so that works pretty well. Pretty much all directions. Definitely want to see that lit up. Shoulders rotate around. Oh, we got to get the smokestacks in there. We'll use the straight ones for now. I think they just go in like that. Pretty easy. Actually, I'll do one of each so you can see the difference. There you go. Obviously, my preference is the straight ones, but you can have this if you want it more accurate to the Bumblebee movie. But yeah, I am pretty impressed. I mean, it looks really good. Very hefty, nice die cast. I can't believe this transforms. How does this transform? My gosh. It's got to be pretty crazy. So this is going to take me a little bit to figure this out. Just because it does look like it's got some pretty crazy... Wow, it feels really good. So stay tuned for the review, and we'll see you then.